Hey friends, I know it's coming up on 12-week grades and some of you are starting to get a little panicky about heading out to holidays with some grades that are not where you want them to be. So I just wanted to show you a couple of ways that you can kind of take care of some of those things. Um, when you go to your course, one of the ways you're like, what? I don't know what's missing. One of the things you can do is you can click right over here on grades and it will show you kind of what you have with regards to your grades. So if you notice, it has the points, it has the percentage of what you got for that section, it has the actual grade for the various assignments. And so, say for instance, I wanted to redo this regrade right here, and I noticed it had a 0. What I can do is I can click right on the actual title itself. It will open it up and it will tell me kind of where I'm at. I've reached the maximum allowed, so I just really need to wait for that teacher to redo things. Okay. And again, the way that I got there is I just went down to the actual test. I clicked on the name of the item, and then there's the assignment. And if it'll let you resubmit, like most of the stuff you can, I'm going to resubmit the assignment. And I'm going to go ahead and just find a download that doesn't have a lot of stuff on it. And then maybe that's my assignment that I'm putting in. The other way is that if I wanted to get something from my Google Drive, I could go to resources, I could go to apps. Takes a little while. And I'm just going to choose that one. And that's great. And that lets you see that that's what you want. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and click on. And then I'm going to import the file. And then there are my submissions. So I'm all set and ready to go. And now I've turned it back in. And I can just go back over to grades. And I can see that there's something there. It's ready to go, so the teacher can turn it in. This is the best way of seeing what you have that you need to get done. I know this time of year, especially a lot of students are asking, like, what can I do to get my grade better? The best thing is to go through here, and if you see a 0 pretty much means that I don't have it yet, and that it hasn't been turned in, or at least it wasn't turned in when I graded it the last time. I do cycle through my grades right before we go on holidays. And so I'll be going back through Canvas, I'll be going back through things. Also, if you went back and did a paycheck, what happens on the paycheck side is that it will actually have a little kind of looks like this little icon right here. It's the little icon, the little puzzle piece will be there for me, and it lets me know that, hey, even though I have marked it as being missing and there's a 0 in the grade book, there's actually something there that I need to grade. And so it will give me a cue to kind of go back through and kind of go through and do your grades. So that's the best way to kind of make sure that you've gotten things done. The other suggestion, especially for my students who are in any of the business courses, if you are trying to go ahead and get through Canvas, the best way to do the Canvas items, and we're going to get you right into the class. This is what it looks like from my point of view, just FYI. So if you're trying to figure out if you've done the Canvas, just come to this front page, and I'm going to switch to student view. You can just go here and you know what? Start at the very top, and you're just going to go ahead and click on the post test. And yep, I can still take the quiz because there's no score. If you've done it, it will tell you that you've done an attempt, and that will show you what your current score is. Now remember, on the post test, you can take them a couple of times. So you're just going to go through the list: post test, post test, post test, quiz, objective exam. They're kind of in order as to when you should take them as well. So that's the easiest way to tell if you've gotten them done. Just go through the list and go from there. If you need to take a screenshot of it so you know where you're at, totally fine. But by the time you leave on Thanksgiving break, at least for the business econ class, you should be through the the objective exam, and you should have done all of these post tests Plus, you should have also done the post-test from the first one as well. So for some of you that were still kind of getting the hang of things and hadn't done the first semester, the first set, it's right here as well. So the link is right there for that one. So you can just go through and you're looking for post-test, post-test, post-test. There's the quiz. So usually you do the post-test first and then you do the quiz. And then here's the other quiz and the post-tests. And there you go. So if you are missing some of those as well, that's how you find them. And again, same thing for if you are in any of the other courses as well. We're going to go ahead and leave the student view. So that's how you can get caught up on your work. I am working on getting your independent papers, your one-pagers done. It takes a little while for me to grade them because they're rubric scores, and I just really don't like to go and do a bunch of grading on things if people haven't had a chance to turn them in. So a couple of things to look for that we are looking for you to have done before you go. So for econ, you should have all post-tests, quizzes, and objective exams done through Unit 2 list. You should also have updated the task list from Unit 1. That grade hasn't been adapted yet. You should have turned in your one-pager from Unit 1. And then we have, just like we do for both classes, both business classes, we have the Innovation Challenge and the Financial Advisors Contest. Those are both due this week. Okay. For the entree class, you should be done with all labs, lab post tests, quizzes, and objective exams. There aren't really a lot of them left for us through Unit 2. And then the same thing, Innovation Challenge, FAC, those are both due this week for you guys as well. You should also have your chapter campaigns on there, which you guys did. That was in the discussion board. And then for everybody, any missing paychecks, just go back and turn them in. Okay, and it will show me that you have one turned in. I can go and erase it, and it's going to go straight in. Any missing, sorry. Any missing ed puzzles? You want to go ahead and just look for those as well. Oh my goodness, I can't type today. My fingers are in the wrong place. Okay, you just want to go and get them all done. So anything, the Q is for me, anything that's a zero, any zeros, anything with the zero was not turned in when it was due. You may have turned it in since then, and maybe I haven't cycled back, but just make sure that you have it done. Because that lets me know that I don't have it yet. So just check to make sure that it's there. I will get to grading it. If there's something specific, just send me a message and I will definitely look that up for you. So again, easiest way for Canvas, once you get logged in, just go through all of the things that say post test and make sure that they're there. Again, another way to check for your grades is just to go to your actual grades. And then if you see something that has a 0, just go ahead and click on the title and it will take you right to the assignment where you, if you are allowed to, you can go ahead and redo items. And that's how you can get kind of caught up in your grades. Hope that helps. And again, I am grading in the mornings usually before we see each other during class. At night, if I don't have a whole bunch of PDs or a whole bunch of emails that I have to take care of on the other end, I'm grading all the time. And remember, sometimes you may do something late at night. I may have just gone through the cycle. It may take me a couple days to get back through. Just so you know, every single grade for all of these quizzes, anytime you do something on Canvas, somebody said, well, doesn't it automatically put it in? No, I have to go, and so I have to click on the quiz, wait for it to show up. I have to then click on the quiz. I have to click on the speed grader, and I'm not going to go ahead and do that because it's going to show 70's grade, but I have to click on the speed grader, and then I have to go down and look and see who has a grade and who doesn't have a grade, and then I have to put them into Schoology. So, and that's for every single post test that's there. So, just so you know, it doesn't happen automatically, but I'm getting them done. I'm going to have a big grading session tomorrow morning. As long as Zoom behaves itself and doesn't kind of take a little trip like it did this morning. And I will get those things done for you. So if you get the work done, I will get it in. There's no penalty for it being late. You're totally set and ready. The only penalty is that it may take me a while to get it in the grade book. Okay, so I hope that allays everybody's fears. You'll have a lot of time to work on things the next couple of days. That's all we're doing is checking in, going to your breakout rooms, and working. So, and if you have any questions, you can talk to me during the Zoom time. I will be there. And if you need some help with some tech, we can also do that during a breakout room as well. So, have no fear, friends. We'll get it all done. And remember, for business econ, Unit 2 is not due until the next week.